Hey there, Hastings neighbors. Welcome to your Daily Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really great update published by HastingsNow.com. We're talking Hastings, Minnesota weather and some absolutely incredible on-this-date historical facts for Friday, May 1st, 2026. We've pulled together exactly what you need to know before you head out the door today into one gorgeous, factual explainer that I think you are really going to love. So let's get you fully prepped.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a quote from the update that literally hit the nail on the head. Spring, but make it fleece. I mean, doesn't that just perfectly capture the exact vibe of our May 1st morning? We're right in the middle of that funky transitional season where the calendar is screaming spring, but the thermometer is definitely telling us a different story.
Which brings us to our first section, today's Hastings weather outlook.
So what's really fascinating about today is this crazy temperature swing. We're looking at a pretty crisp high of 54 degrees, but that's contrasting with a freezing low sitting right around 32. Because of that big swing, you definitely need to watch out for areas of frost right during your morning commute, specifically in that 7 to 8 a.m. window.
All right, here's how the day is actually going to play out. Step 1, that chilly morning frost we just talked about. But don't stress because Step 2 shows those early clouds gradually breaking apart to give us some really beautiful afternoon sunshine, along with a super calm north wind at about 5 miles per hour. Enjoy it while it lasts, though, because Step 3, the cold, comes right back tonight, with widespread frosts expected again, mostly after 5 a.m. on Saturday.
Let's look at Section 2, planning your May 1st.
Here is your actual game plan for the day. You're definitely going to want to grab a jacket or a warm fleece for those early morning errands, but later on, with that sunshine popping out, the afternoon is going to be absolutely perfect for a stroll down at Levy Park or this walking around downtown. Keep your sunglasses handy for when those clouds finally break, and please, whatever you do, do not forget to cover any sensitive plants or those optimistic patio herbs before you hit the pillow tonight. You definitely want to protect them from that returning cold.
You know, before we travel back in time for our history segment, I literally had to share this fantastic local weather joke from the update. Think of it as a little morning palate cleanser. Today is so crisp, even the Hastings Bridge looks like it packed a light jacket for the morning frost. I just love that. It's such a great visual, right? Moving right along to Section 3, a May 1st time capsule.
For our historical journey today, we are hopping in the time machine to jump from local Minnesota soil in 1917 over to a massive architectural feat in 1931, and then all the way out to the very edge of the solar system in 1930.
Let's rewind to 1917 first. May 1st was actually the day of the Wake Up America events. Patriotic parades were completely filling both large and small communities all across Minnesota, as folks looked for practical ways to support the World War I home front. And my absolute favorite detail? Up in Crookston, students actually marched carrying garden tools. It's just a very Minnesota reminder that sometimes history shows up carrying a shovel.
Now let's jump to 1930. I absolutely love the contrast here. Picture this. An 11-year-old girl named Venetia Burney is sitting at her breakfast table over in Oxford, England, and she casually suggests a name. The result of that breakfast chat? The official announcement of the name Pluto for the celestial body at the very edge of our solar system, happening right on May 1st. Seriously, not bad at all for a simple breakfast table idea to travel all the way across the cosmos and name our favorite former planet.
Fast forward just 1 year to 1931. Look at that number, 1,250 feet tall. On this exact day, President Herbert Hoover pressed a ceremonial button all the way down in Washington, D.C., which officially turned on the lights of the brand new Empire State Building in New York. At 102 stories high, it stood as the world's tallest building for nearly 40 years. I mean, it's just incredible to think about.
Bringing it all back home to today in Hastings, just keep in mind that spring weather changes fast around here. You should always check the official National Weather Service alerts before making any major outdoor plans. We rely on their detailed forecasts, along with great historical sources like the Library of Congress and the Minnesota Historical Society, to put together these daily explainers for you. If this helped to get ready for your day, go ahead and share it with a neighbor, and definitely make sure to check out HastingsNow.com.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. From dodging morning frost in your driveway to these massive historical milestones. How fast will your today turn into history? As you head out to run errands in the sun or cover up that garden tonight, just take a second to consider the grand scope of May 1st. Thanks so much for hanging out with me to explore today's update. Make it a great, warm, and historic day, Hastings.